get on your feet, get into gear and hit the street.
Hey, you!
Get moving, it's not too far, you're looking good, so come as you are.
Hey, you!
You never know what you see when you're through that door with the 7-3. Never seen nothing, no, not like this place. Never been, no way, not ever, no. Never seen no place, no way similar, not like 73. Hey, you get ready, get on your feet, get into gear and hit the street. It's you that we want to see, so get down to 73. Get down to 73, hey, you get down to 73.
Yes. Quite an improvement, eh? Davis! Come on, you idle woman. Time you were out of bed. I mean, I'm up. Well, just. Do you know, I can't understand why you keep coming to this place. Shocking company. Terrible influence on you, you know. Oh, yes, I've got one or two complaints against this little establishment. It's lowering the tone of the neighbourhood, you see, and bringing down the price of houses. Do you know, a bit more evidence, and I think I can get this place closed down. Then you'll have to find something a bit more worthwhile to do with your Saturday mornings, won't you? You see, it is the moral duty of all citizens to watch over the decency of the district. Where is that woman? I've got a few words to say to her. Davis!
Yes? Morning. I've got a few words to say to you. Actually, I've got two. It's hyphenated. Also ran. Which is my way of saying I came second in the council elections. Well, he lost his deposit. Mind you, could have been worse. Could have lost more of his hair.
Yes, well, I blame my poor showing on Watford's bad performance in the FA Cup, actually.
I blame the weather.
Yes, and the poor turnout. Listen, do you know anything about this Frenchman?
Frenchman?
Anthony de Owl.
Oh, he's the one who won the election. I didn't know he was French.
Bit of a dark horse.
French and a horse. What a thing to be beaten by.
Can't you take anything seriously?
No.
Listen, how do you imagine you can run a council when you can't even run your own backyard?
There's nothing wrong with my backyard.
What are you doing in my backyard?
Going into my backyard.
What are you doing to my fence?
Partly mine, 50-50. I don't know why you're so fussy. There's no mess today. There's no problem. Everything is under...
Morning, Ethel. Morning, Martin.
Morning, Ethel. Morning, Martin.
Yeah, morning, Martin. Morning. Morning.
Hello, Martin. Just going to drum up some support.
Oh, good idea, yes.
That is the last straw.
No, I think actually that's the last straw.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Look, I think you ought to know that I intend to sue.
Sue who?
Sue you.
No, I'm Ethel. I've never heard of this Sue person.
Sue as in legal action, as in our great judicial system. I intend to take you to court.
Oh, Mr. Edwards, you've never taken me anywhere before.
Oh, shut up!
I think he's upset. That's just what I need, isn't it, to have him sue me? I've had nothing but trouble with the neighbours, trouble in the house. I've got trouble with this plant. I think it's got green fly. Oh, why does he have to live next door? Positive. I've taken up jogging. I'm going to have a new body. I'm going to get everything together. I'm going to get a cup of tea for Fred and make sure everything is absolutely normal. Excuse me a moment. Oh, yes, hello. There you are. Hi, Roger.
Hiya. Hi.
This is Roger McGough, poet, 73 novelist. Rog, was there something you wanted to get off your chest?
Oh, of course was, yes. It's about the election. We're all sorry you lost. We're really rooting for you out there.
I don't want to say nothing about that. No, I meant all this... what have you been doing, Roger?
Been busy recently, writing a lot, you know.
Oh, must be a heck of a manuscript.
No, I mean, I've moved into number 37 down the road.
Great, yeah.
Great news, yes. I'm getting the place decorated, so I thought you wouldn't mind if I just brought in a few books, you know, a few
I'm
hundred...
sorry, you can't store your things... Shut up, Ethel. You've had trouble before about people storing things. Of course you can store. Of course I'd be delighted if you stored your things.
Yes.
But perhaps it would be opportune to build something to put all your bits and pieces...
How about shelves, bookshelves?
Oh, do it yourself.
Well, I thought we'd do it together.
Oh, good idea. I've
Good
got
idea.
some tools out in the shed. If you come this way, you are going to love this neighbourhood. It's very quiet, it's very warm, it's very recreational, it's very lovely.
Is that the dawn chorus?
No, she's not here this morning. The tools are just... Oh, here. They're having a row.
Oh, well, they better not listen, have we? Come on.
No, don't want to listen. No, I don't want to listen. Oh, I've forgotten the hammer.
No, there's one here.
I'll get the other hammer.
The other hammer.
Either you go and spy on 73 so that I can shoo, or you'll be sleeping in the shed tonight. Now. Right, keep me posted. Channel 23.
Hazel! Hazel, they're over here.
Oh, Ethel. Oh, I'm sorry I had to witness that little spectacle. Thank goodness it was only you, though, love. Oh, hello. They didn't.
The lot.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm really embarrassed. Oh, look, it's not always like this. Well, only about 90% of the time.
It's not as bad as that. Hey, you really going to spy on me?
Of course I'm not, love. We're friends, aren't we?
What's the matter with Martin? He's worse than usual.
It's being impossible. There's no rhyme or reason for it.
Perhaps he's got problems at work.
What problems could there be with that boring old insurance job of
It's
his?
true. Anyway, don't worry. Nobody heard the row except you and me
Never
and...
mind about the election, Ethel. Try again next year.
Oh,
eh?
thank you very much, yes.
And Daly might get away with making you sleep in the shed. Come on.
You know, I sometimes think that they know more than we realise. What we need, something to cheer ourselves up.
Yes, we need a diversion.
Oh, no, you don't want one of those. They put one on the M20. It's a nightmare.
No. Listen, what does the word hunky mean to you?
Dog food. You've met another band.
I have.
When?
When I was out canvassing for you last week, I met this roadie called Pete. Shall I go and ring him up, see if the band's free this morning?
Great. You ring them up, I'll clear the cellar.
Right.
I'll go and clear the cellar, and the door's blocked. That's okay. Where God shuts a door, somewhere he opens a window. Sound of music. This has all been done for a purpose. And here is the purpose. This huge shelf with this little... must be very heavy material. Hi, Rog.
Hiya.
What are you doing?
I'm just sawing some wood, you know.
Do you really think that that's a sort of kitchen-orientated activity?
I've never thought of it that way.
Yeah. Also, you've sawn through one of my favourite books. What was it?
Sorry, love.
War and Peace, Part 1 and Part 2. Look, perhaps you'd pop out into the yard.
I can take a hint.
Yeah, why don't you take the bits and pieces as well, and take part of the novel, have War.
Whoa.
And I'll have this piece. War and Peace. Look, I'm going to make Fred a cup of tea. Go and find your own peace.
Whoa. I reckon if we're going to play something, we should do something properly. Agreed?
Agreed.
Right. Oh, morning. This is my mate, Nana Kwame Tsiboe, and he's an expert on African percussion and talking drums. Now, Nana, what on earth is a talking drum, mate?
Well, a talking drum is a phrase that's based on an old idea we have in Ghana, an old way of communicating. Because if you can imagine, in the olden days, we didn't have satellites or coin boxes, telephones.
Yeah.
So we had to find a way to talk over distance to each other. And through the jungle,
It was like the tribes in the jungle sending messages
sending
to
messages to each other. It's just like a drum code.
And there's a continuation of it in present day or anything like that?
Of course there is, yeah. I mean, our music back home goes all the way through everything, even through our cooking. Because if you imagine somebody pounding grain, they do it in rhythm. It's like the migrant workers as well. They come down from the north and they do field clearing. And as they're clearing the field, there's always someone playing music.
Why is that? Because does it make the work easier to
makes the
do,
work
doing it to
float
rhythm?
by. It doesn't seem like you're working at all.
Right.
That's the whole idea. Yeah.
If there's... I can just imagine Africa now with rhythm everywhere. But are the rock bands, I mean, like the rock bands we have in Britain with electric guitars and everything?
Of course. Well, you know, since electric guitar hit Ghana, I mean, the music's gone crazy because everybody likes synthesizers, electric guitars and all that. But underneath it all is this very, very strong traditional rhythm.
The
We
rhythm
keep
still
that going
pounds
all
away.
the time, yes.
Because, of course,
yes.
there's bands like Ozabita and
That's
Santana.
right. Santana, something
Look,
like
I'm
that.
dying to hear some of these things.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, what's that one there?
Well,
The
Karen's
guy.
holding what we call a agogo, which is a timekeeping instrument. I mean, I learned how to play this, and believe me, it's quite boring, but very disciplined. You have to keep one beat per second.
What's
right?
that? So to discipline
And
you?
that's a discipline. It's making sure as a drummer you can keep time, because drumming is about keeping time.
So get that,
right?
kids. If you want to be drummers, right, discipline's the name of the game. Let's have a listen to it.
Go
Give it a
on,
bash
Kim,
count.
give us- Great. Have you got a question there, Tom?
Yeah, does the sound differ the sizes?
That's right. You see, the smaller bell, of course, makes more noise than the larger one, right?
And what's this one, man?
This one is a thumb piano, what we call a dunku, and it's a harmonic instrument.
Yeah.
You tune it by pulling and pushing these in accordance to the voice of whoever's singing.
Let's have a look at let's have a listen to these together. These are just the more rhythmical ones, aren't they?
Sure.
And what about this one on the table?
Well,
I mean,
that-
this looks so impressive.
Yeah, that's a xylophone which I made.
Yeah.
And,
Give us a quick thrash of that one.
I'll give you a quick thrash. It's another harmonic instrument.
Brilliant. Great. play something?
Let's
Can't
all
wait
try
to just get into
Let's
the
all
rhythm
try
now.
and use them.
What
and
do we
make
do? Just start
music.
with a basic
Start
rhythm.
with a basic beat, right, which we can all keep, yeah? Come on, that's it. Great.
Someone's answering the call of the drums.
Hey! What's your game?
Cluedo! Typical. Should we do a war dance to get rid of him?
Get rid of him. Go on.
Who's sawing now? Who's sawing now? How do you spell saw? No, I was thinking of saw back. S-O-R-E. Or maybe I was thinking of what birds do when they fly up in the sky. They soar. S-O-A-R. I wrote a poem about that, about the different ways you spell things. And there's a poem called I Saw, as in ugly building. I saw a building soar into the sky, making in the sky's eye. Saw. I saw you, Martin.
Well, it's very difficult to say why one was the runner-up in an election, but I'm sure that the best person won, and I wish Mr. Anthony Dial all the best in the near future. What am I going to be doing in the near future? I've no idea, really. Is that the end of the interview? Am I married? Yes, I am married, and I have 40 children, and I live in a shoe. It's a joke! Honestly, the standard of local reporting is disgraceful. Somebody ought to take that Maidstone Herald in hand. Anyway, must get Freddie's tea. Here we go.
Ethel! Whoa! The band's on its way! Just you wait. Ooh, thanks, love. Is that a cartoon there?
Yeah.
Get the blind.
No, I was gonna... Oh, for goodness
This is just
sake.
what I need. What is it?
Daffy Duck.
Oh, what luck. I feel better already.
Yeah, I really haven't got time. Oh, Daffy Duck is one of my favourites. Perhaps I will stay.
He did.
And he was the lead singer.
Yes, he was. Ooh, just you wait.
Agent Hazel returned to base.
Oh, shove off.
And it's no use turning off that radio.
What can I do?
Well, you're approaching it in the wrong attitude, Hazel. Marriage isn't just two people living together. It's a marriage of souls, a marriage of minds.
A marriage of minds, eh?
Yeah.
I just mind being married.
There's not a lot of poetry in their relationship, really, is there? And there won't be much poetry in mine with Fred if he doesn't get his cup of tea. Oh, it's blocked. I'll try the other one. Oh, hi, Rog.
Hello.
What you got there?
My shelf.
Oh, who built that?
My shelf. I made it my shelf.
Yeah, it'll never fly, Roger.
You're right, love. Oh, good. You got a cup of tea for me?
No, it's for
You
Fred.
darling.
Fred?
No, the post here, love. Post bag's here.
Oh, great. That's brilliant. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, this one's well, right. Oh, this one, I know. This is from Lee Thomas. And Lee collects badges. And he's got 360 badges. And he said, would I send him a 73 badge? And so here it is. 173. Now I've got 361 for Lee Thomas. Great stuff.
Thank you. It's one from Alan Nichols from Burgess Hill. He's age 7. He says, if you don't let Harry back to number 73, my big fat sister will come and sit on you, so watch it, Ethel. Alan Nichols.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I've got some here to cheer me up. Dear Ethel, I am writing to cheer you up. I've sent you some jokes. Let's see if you get this. Okay. What do you get if you cross a bear and a skunk?
Don't know what you get if you cross a bear with the stump.
Winnie the Pooh! Winnie the Pooh! That's terrible. This is from Mandy Holden. Here's another one. What a hot, greasy and romantic.
Chips that pass in the night.
Oh, you've heard that one.
I've heard that
Oh,
one.
that's not fair. Oh, they're great. Thanks, Mandy. They're terrific. Good stuff. Have you got any more?
Here,
Listen,
yeah.
no. If it's, about... I don't want you to say a word. I don't want you to say a word if it's about...
My lips are sealed.
Oh, honestly, Roger, it's not fair. I mean, he can come back any time he wants. I'm just not going to be the first one to make the phone call. I do miss him. Anyway, I've got another one here. This is from Jennifer Machynlleth. I'm going to be positive today. I'm going to be cheerful. Dear number 73, Ethel, I think your house is full and noisy. It's so true. It's so true.
right,
Where's it got
be
here?
right.
My little sister Hazel said that when you read out your letters, you make them up. So to show that you read them, will you read this out? Keep in touch, Jennifer McInnes. Well, I mean, obviously, I was at age 12, you see. There you are, Hazel. Read out your letter.
There's a nice one. Finish on a high note.
Yes. Hey, be
This
flat.
is from Jasmine Rahman, who has just send you 2 gifts. It's a badge, little whistle for Ethel. Yeah, that's nice.
That's
See? You're loved. You're loved, you see.
I'll put that on. Hey, you going to do the novel for me?
The novel!
Hey, I bet you're wondering how it's going. It's going very well indeed.
Is it?
Yes. Oh, you've started! You've started without me! I've got to do bits and pieces first to explain to anybody who doesn't know about the 73. I don't know why I bothered to have him here, you see. For those of you who don't know, and Roger thinks that everybody knows about his novel because it was his idea, you see, so that's why he's in such a hurry. He wrote the first 73 words of a novel, and being a bit lazy, he decided to get the rest of you to write the rest of the novel. So we have had chapters from Roger McGough to start with, Karen Churchyard, Annabel Lloyd, and Daniel and Louise Forsyth. And we've now got chapter 5, written in exactly 73 words. And I want you to listen very carefully, because you may want to write chapter 6. Now you can start to read the novel. Go. Right. Oh, there we go.
So last week's novel ended. A section of the craft opened slightly, and a beam of light was directed into their garden. They watched in amazement as a small cylindrical box materialised on the path. Dot, 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 dot.
Here we go.
Chapter 5 by Hilary Weston. It's something off Star Trek, said Ethel. No, E.T. was the reply. They suddenly gasped. The cylinder was getting larger. Just as it was going to fill the yard, a door opened and a hooded figure appeared. The world's doom is drawing near, it said. You, Ethel, must travel where this ship takes you and return the world's safety to me. Come, bring the ring with you.
Yes.
No, screamed Roger. You can't. Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, every week on the edge of my seat. So, if you think you know what's going to happen next, then send us chapter 6 or any other letters, bits and pieces that you want to send to number 73, P.O. Box 73, Maidstone, Kent. Me 15, 6 R's. And that address is?
Number 73, P.O. Box 73, Maidstone, Kent, ME156RS.
Woo!
Listen,
Yeah.
while they're all typing that out at home,
Yes.
what's going on next door with Hazel and Martin?
I don't know, but I'd love to find out. I mean, just to help Hazel,
yes.
of course. Of course, yes. Oh, no, nothing.
Right, give me your report. What have you been doing?
I've been having a cup of tea.
Yes, and watching a cartoon.
No, so you've been spying on me, have you?
Yes, well, it seems it's necessary. I mean, how can you gather information when you're fraternising with the enemy?
For heaven's sake, Martin, what's all this about? Surely it isn't just because you lost.
Lost what?
Lost the election, of course.
Nothing to do with losing the election.
I don't think the election's the only thing you lost.
What do you mean?
I think you lost your marbles as well. Hey, Steve! Oh, glad you can make it, boys. Go straight through underneath the tea chest. Listen, thanks for sending me a copy of Sophisticated Boom Boom, Pete. It's great.
Sophisticated boom boom?
No, no, Martin. Just a few friends of mine.
Hazel!
Don't jump to conclusions, Martin.
Boy, when she says hunky, she means hunky. Woo! Hey, do me a favour, will you? Take Fred some tea and build the shelves properly.
Oh, right,
I'm
yes.
going fencing.
Fencing? Oh, I'll help you. I'm good at carpentry.
No, that kind of fencing. You know, thrust and parry.
Oh, they're helping you, are they?
Yeah.
OK, I'll make the tea.
I got the yarn. Hey! Hey, as good as Darth Vader.
This has gone far enough.
You're quite right, it has.
I'll see you in court!
Oh, right, thanks very much. Hiya. Are we ready?
Yes.
This is Kathy Tayler, and she's the was the world pentathlon champion and is our sports presenter. Say good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Kathy.
And Kathy's got all the gear for us. Come on,
Right.
girls, let's get
Woo!
started.
Hey, why got that jacket on?
Well, I thought if you're going to do something like fencing, you have to be a little bit protected. Stop
Oh,
the bruises.
Right,
So
we put these on.
you want
Hang
to have
on
a
a
go?
minute.
Have a jacket.
Jacket
There's your
first, then
jacket.
what?
And of course, you also need a mask because you have to protect your face and your neck. So we have these face masks and
Okay.
also gloves.
Right.
Right, well, once you've got all the protective gear on, then
Yes.
of course you can actually start fencing, and for that you need a sword.
Oh, mind your fingers.
Oh, no, this is all right. I mean, this isn't sharp at all. They're just sports swords. They're not for real fighting.
They haven't got sharp edges?
No, not sharp edges. The only dangerous bit is the tip, and that's not sharp, but you just have to be careful where you poke it.
Right.
Fair enough.
So, once you've got all your gear on, you can start fencing. Of course, you need your sword. There are 3 different swords you can use. There's 3 types of fencing. Now, there's épée, sabre and foil. This is an épée.
Yes.
And the rules in épée are that the whole body is the target, including the hand. So, you've got this big guard here to protect your hand. That's right, yes. You can hit the toe or the hand or the head or anything.
Oh dear, it sounds painful, doesn't it?
Now,
We're
here
not
we have
happy
the
with that.
sabre. This is the Errol Flynn swashbuckling
In there.
style.
Oh, Robin Hood!
Ah, my lord!
The special thing about this is that you can make points with the edge of the sword as well as with the tip. So if you hit like that, that's also
protected.
hit as well as with the point. But the one that you need, Ethel, is the sword for beginners.
Oh,
Now that's the
poor
foil. It's lighter and it's
Yeah.
easier to use. And all beginners start learning the foil and then
Right.
you go on to the others.
So how do I hold? Presumably at the handle.
This one for you.
Yeah.
Right, yes, you hold the handle. You have you hold it mainly between your thumb and your forefinger.
Right.
So you have your thumb lined there along the top and your finger underneath. And that's right, you hold it like that.
Right.
And once
Okay.
you've got that grip, you straighten out your wrist like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that right?
Shall I put my
Right,
glove
yes,
on?
don't,
and my-
don't
and my
forget your
bits?
mask.
There we go. Right. Now then, what's the next bit?
Well, first thing to learn is to
Oh, you
learn
look very stupid, Hazel.
Does it suit me?
I think you're really suited in mine.
The first thing is to learn how to stand properly.
Sorry, I can't quite hear you.
Well, speak up then.
Right.
And the stance is like this.
Oh, very elegant.
Like ballet.
Yes. Bend your knees, that's right.
Like my table.
First front foot points forwards
Yeah.
and the back foot points sideways. And you have your hand up like that. That's right.
I'm
Lovely.
enjoying this.
Ethel.
Yes.
Yes. And once you've done that, before you're allowed to actually do any proper fencing, you have to comply with the traditions of the sport, which means you salute each other.
Oh, like they're doing judo?
That's right, yes, yes. It's the sort of before I kill you, I'll salute you type of thing. No,
No, sorry.
who is she? You do a proper salute with your sword like
You
this.
cut your nose off it. Ha
Right.
Why have I got my arm up like this?
Well, that's really just to make you look silly.
Oh, it's working. It's
No,
working.
no, no, it balances you. I know that.
She knows a bit about this, doesn't she? You've done this before. Right, no, put your sword down.
Oh, sorry, I'm saluting still.
Yeah, you don't hold it in salute forever. Right, now we need to know how to step forwards and backwards. And obviously, when you step forwards, Hazel, Ethel has to go backwards.
Don't
and
worry,
vice
I'll go
versa.
anyway.
So you step forwards, front foot first, and then your back foot.
Front foot, back foot.
And you step back, back foot first, front foot. Great.
Front foot, back foot.
Now you go forward, Ethel. Wonderful.
I see.
Superb
you're sort of-
fencing.
You're gliding, really,
Yes.
aren't you?
Oh, it's so smooth.
That's right. Okay, like dancing.
Okay, so now you need to know how to attack and defend. That's obviously the main.
This is the
You
bit.
attack, I'll defend.
Right.
So to attack and foil-
I'll think of Martin. Go on.
Attacking foil, Hazel, by
Yeah.
straightening your arm first,
Yeah.
and then you lunge. You bring your front foot
Like
that.
forward.
Ooh.
That's right.
Easy, does it?
Yes,
Yes,
and then
got you.
obviously you don't want Hazel to hit you, so
No.
you have to parry the attack.
Yeah.
So you bring your blade across here and knock Hazel's blade out the way.
Right.
And then if you're really clever,
Yes.
it might be a bit complicated for Ethel, but if you're
Oh,
really
thanks a lot.
clever, you can do a riposte.
Which is what?
Which is, well, it's French for having another go at who's just attacked you, really.
Oh, so I-
you bring your blade through.
Ah, she got me.
Right, let's have a go. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, in and attack me.
So, lunge,
Yeah.
parry,
Riposte.
Great. Now I'll just show you one really complicated attack. It's called the flesh.
No, I'm not taking my jacket off. I refuse to do with that.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Look, just stand there. I promise I won't hurt you much.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. That's great. Yes. Ah! Oh! Ah!
You want to go?
You're just attacking to go for me, do you? Okay, I'll go for you.
Just fall over your front foot and run at me.
Here we go.
charge.
Ah! Ah!
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
She's not bad, is she?
She's a natural.
And then, of course, you
Natural.
have to shake her.
Hey. Oh, no need to mask your feelings now, Martin.
Mr. McGough. Yes.
Look, I'm sorry to hear about the election, by the way.
Oh, that's the least of my problems.
Oh, really? Well, look, I'm only living down the road now, number 37, so if you feel you want to come along and talk about problems, like, I'll be happy to help you.
Yes, that's extremely kind of you, Mr. McGough, but I mean, the way things are just now, I just feel there's no poetic justice. Not even you can help me.
Oh, dear. See, Martin's so upset, he's built this force field around him, so no one can get near. It's so prickly. Sometimes people are like that. You think they're nasty because they're aggressive and towering. And deep inside, there's a mouse cowering. Go and see if you can help.
What do you want? Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Just thought you might be, you know, in the kitchen or somewhere having a good time instead of here with me. See, I've got a bit of a load on my mind just now. I can't tell you about it. It's a secret. Can't tell anybody, actually. And that's just the trouble, you see. I've got to tell Hazel, and Well, I mean, how can I tell her? She'll be furious. Listen, I need a bit of time just to sort of think things over. Alone. Please.
It's very nice and everything, Roger, but nobody can see us.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Just get this one down.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, hello, there you are. Did you take Fred that cup of tea?
I was going to, yeah, but I found this can of film. It's
we haven't
really
got
interesting.
time. Could you keep up with us? Thank you very much. We haven't really got time. What is it?
Oh, look, it's Lee Peck, Alternative Technology.
Lee's a friend of Neil's. He's a journalist. He's done a film about alternative technology, ecology, that kind of thing.
Oh, Friends of the Earth and all that. Oh, listen, I've got a little poem about a friend of the Earth. Can I read it to you?
Well, yeah,
very
all right
quick.
then,
Won't take long. Honest, it won't take long. Ecology Jim was a friend of the Earth, but the Earth was no friend of Jim. When living, he covered all of it. Now it covers all of him.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, watch the film, Roger. Okay. You wanted to see it. I mean, you are the one who wanted to see it. Are you interested in ecology at all? Not particularly. That was great.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter.
Hello, you may think I'm just having a shave, but it's not quite as simple as that because I'm using water, it's there, which has been heated by the sun's rays on these solar panels. You may well ask why. Well, today I'm looking at different ways of producing energy for heating and lighting without relying on gas, coal or oil. The word around here is alternatives. You see, there's a problem. Today, most of our heating and lighting comes from fuels within the Earth, and they're quickly being eaten up. I'm at the Centre for Alternative Technology, which is like a giant experiment. It was formed about 10 years ago by a group of people who thought they'd try and live without using up the Earth's valuable supply of fossil fuels. That's what they call oil, gas and coal. The wind is the strongest in winter, and of course that's when we need the most energy. Now, we've known for years that windmills will make electricity, but recently normal energy costs have gone right through the roof, and that's renewed our interest. Now, ones like these are popping up all over the country. It doesn't have to be very windy either. I mean, a merest breeze will give them a tickle. The windmills here pump water as well as make electricity. And scientists say that about 1,500 windmills around the country, the size of, say, a 12-storey office block, will give us 1/10 of our electricity supply. Another way of making energy is water. Take the sea, there's lots of it. You've either got the waves or the tides to turn turbines. Problem: the machinery to get the energy out of the water is extremely expensive. But water's cheap enough. Now then, let me show you something. If I press this here, a trickle of water will come out of that pipe there and make that extremely big wheel move. And that's only from a trickle, so you can imagine what a lot will do. Then there's solar power. That's using the sun's rays. You might think that in Britain we don't get much sunshine, despite today. Well, you'd be wrong, because for half the year we get as much solar energy as anywhere else in the world. Here, solar panels are used to heat and light this house. I tell you what, though, you'll have to get used to things looking that bit different. Conservation means not wasting energy. Now then, in a house, that means insulation, and Ethel, number 73, is a disaster area. There's no roof insulation, no double glazing, and you've got drafts round your doors. This house, insulation-wise, is the biz. Small windows, thick walls, and lots of double glazing. In fact, Ethel, this house will cost just a fifth of what it does to...
No, I mean, what are you making?
Oh, this is my alternative bookcase.
What are you going to keep on it?
My alternative books.
I've got an alternative for your books.
What's that?
Keep them in your own house. That's not what he was talking about at all. He meant, you know, getting back to your primeval origins, your roots.
Hey, someone's trying to send us a message.
Oh, I wonder what it is. I've managed to get Roger sorted out. He's going to put some of his stuff in the box for him. He's a nice chap, really, you know. He thinks if I don't go out with Fred, I'm going to end up on the shelf. Mind you, end up on one of his shelves, I shan't be there for long. Yeah. Isn't it terrible about Hazel and Martin? Do you know, everybody I know seems really worried they've got some terrible problem or other.
Ethel! I feel absolutely brilliant. Did you hear the rhythm?
See what I mean? Neil, why are you always so happy?
Well, I've always got something to do, Ethel. I've always got my hobbies and my inventions. Oh, have a guess what?
You've had a great idea for a game.
How come? You always know what I'm thinking.
Female intuition.
Well, anyway, this is a different idea, right?
Yeah.
It's called Guess Who.
OK.
Now, I'm drawing someone.
Yes.
And it's just a cartoon, but you've got to guess who it is.
All right, yeah.
Now, he's got blonde hair. He's got a turned-up nose. He's got a cheeky smile.
Yeah.
And he's my best mate. Guess who?
Oh, it's very good, yeah. Very good.
No, Ethel, guess who?
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
It's Harry.
Yeah.
Anyway, where is he? I haven't seen him this morning.
Haven't you heard?
What? Ethel, what's wrong with you?
I've been seeing the paper last week about a stole projector and underpants.
What? You thought he stole some projectors and an underpants?
So we had this row, you see, and I was doing better in the house.
You saw it in the paper, so you chucked him out the house? Ethel, Harry wouldn't do something like that.
Well, I didn't know, you see. He brought all these projectors and underwear in the house, and I read in the paper that things had been stolen. I just put two and two together, and anyway, we had a row, and he's gone off.
I think you've got it wrong, you know. Have you seen today's paper?
No.
I think you better take a look.
Stolen projectors and underwear found. 64-year-old admits guilt. Oh, Harry.
Ethel! Ethel! I'll get a cup of tea. telling you, Ethel, it's an old cure for shock. A stiff cup of tea and a pickled onion.
Well, that may be, but surely I'm supposed to drink it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Anyway, listen, stop worrying. I'm sure Harry's going to be OK. You know what he's like, he's a survivor. It'll do him good to get away from the house for a bit. I mean, you've been looking after him now for so long. You've been making his bed every day, cooking his meals every day.
Laundry?
Even his socks.
Even his socks?
Oh, they are, that's what I'm saying. He's been under your wing for too long. I tell you what, it'll do him good to get out there, get his own act together, and I bet you any money you like, as soon as he gets himself some success, he'll be back here to share it with you. I think you've done him a favour, you know, in the long run.
Do you think so?
Ethel, I don't know so. I don't even think so, I know so.
Have you seen Martin anywhere?
Yeah, Hazel, he's down in the cellar.
Oh, that's just what I want.
If Martin's in the cellar, he won't get out of there dead or alive.
I don't know.
tell me that you know those people?
As a matter of fact, I do, Martin. They're friends of mine.
You've been extremely secretive about it.
Nothing secret about it at all. You've never bothered to ask. You're just not interested in anything I do these days. And anyway, what about you keeping secrets from me the way you've been behaving all week?
Well, Hazel,
Yes, Martin?
I'm busy. I've got things to do.
Oh, well, if that's your attitude, I've got some fencing to do.
Well, I reckon that's Hazel and Martin finished. Hey? No, I don't mean them. I mean, guess who? No, it's not Little and Large. It's Hazel and Martin. See, it's this new cartoon idea I've had called Guess Who. I draw a cartoon of someone famous, and you've got to guess who it is. Tell you what, I've had even a better brilliant idea. You give me a ring here at 73, and I'll draw a cartoon of a famous personality, and you've got to guess who it is over the telephone. Now, I'll give you about a minute to do it in, so we've got to be quick. Teamwork between you and me. You guess it quick, I draw it quick. Right, well, I'll give you our telephone number, because some of you still aren't getting that code for Maidstone, which is 0622. And the full number is 0622 600 000. That's...
Maidstone 600 treble.
Tell you what, if I knew what he'd look like, I'd draw a cartoon of him as well. Anyway, I'll speak to you later on the phone. I've got to go and find my drawing board.
Fred is going to get that cup of tea. Do you know, I could have sworn that was the kitchen. That's stupid, really. It is the kitchen.
Ethel,
yeah?
Where's my drawing board?
Oh, it's that on that top shelf up there. How do you get out the kitchen now?
You have to go through the yard.
Oh, right.
Ethel.
Yeah?
Ta.
I'll get you tea in a minute, Fred! Oh.
While out there being chaotic, we're on here being poetic, aren't we? Gang?
Yeah.
All writing. Paul, how have you got done so far?
Well, I've nearly finished this.
Go on,
So
then.
far, now I sit in my car waiting for the race to start. The light turns green and off we go. The race has started. On the last lap now, I'm in the lead. I accelerate on and here I go with so much speed. I win the race, then hit a tree in my new car, 73.
OK, I think it's all right for a start. I think it needs working on and working on. Old poems, always rewrite them. And in the first verse, you had the word start. It was repeated, rhymed with each other. Try and find a new rhyme for that. And you must always, try and get the interest of the reader or the listener. For instance, I wrote 2 poems this morning. See what you like best. It's a poem called My Journey. This morning, I took the Underground to Victoria Station. The journey was uneventful, except for being held up for 20 minutes at Bromley South, owing to signal failure. I arrived at Maidstone at 9 o'clock. Good, eh?
Boring.
I mean, I wrote it. Why was it boring?
Oh, it didn't have a beat, did it?
Didn't have a
It was
beat?
just an everyday event.
All right. OK, you're right. I think maybe you're right. Is this any better? I say. A funny thing happened on my way here today. The buildings had hiccups, the roads ran away. Buses grew hair in the funniest places. Traffic lights chuckled and pulled funny faces. 3-legged lampposts chased little dogs. The moon was mugged by stars wearing clogs. Policemen threw helmets at innocent stones as cheeky boys laughed and broke words with bones. These wonderful things all happened to me on my way here this morning to 73.
That was better.
Better. Why was it better?
Well, it had the beat, didn't it?
Had beat, yeah, had rhythm, yeah. Don't think all poems needn't be bump, can they? They can be like Nana's drums, just sort of in there. But something needs some rhythm. What else did it have?
Not all poems have to rhyme, do they?
Not all poems don't have to rhyme, no. I think you just start the poem, and if it wants to rhyme, it'll make you rhyme. Yeah. For instance, a little poem of mine called Snowman, which doesn't rhyme, but it's a poem, I think. Snowman in a field, listening to the raindrops, wishing him farewell.
How many lines was that?
That was 3. Just 3 lines. It didn't grab you, did it, by the throat? It was just just sort of touched you and let it go on. Yeah,
What, all just those 3 lines in the whole page?
That's it, yeah. I mean, the poems can be shorter, and the way you set poems out can be interesting. I mean, here's a poem I wrote a while ago, but you know the cup final last time, Everton won the cup? Looks like a football programme, all set out.
Yeah, it looks a bit like a ball, doesn't it?
You got your poem there?
Yeah, I've just finished it.
Go on.
See the birds fly in the sky, they soar across the sea. Count them all as they go by, they add up to 73.
Listen, want to have some poems from your home called 73. So a poem about 73, about the characters on the programme, possibly, or about the house, or about your granny, if she's 73, or in the shape of 73. You send them along, and we'd be happy to read them out.
Roger?
Yes?
I don't seem to wish... I don't want to sort of you know what I mean? I don't want to be rude. Oh, no, but this place is getting a bit of a mess and I can't get round.
Oh, that's a bit rude, actually, of you, Neil, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, all right. Give us a quick poem, then.
Quick poem.
There's nothing on it.
It's blank verse.
Typical. Tell you what, you know, I've been doing a bit of poetry myself, and I've got a poem for you. See what you think of this.
What?
There's goodies and baddies and dastardly cads way out west where the buffalo play. In the town of East Clintwood, gold fever is back, and so is our film Ricochet.
Hey!
Good? What do you think? Brilliant? Excellent. I'm a poet and I don't know it.
Mayor Slug of East Clintwood has hired the Moss brothers to blow up Bete Noir's saloon so he can steal the buried gold. Meanwhile, Ricochet has just finished shaving. So then, this is the story of... Ricochet.
Golly, boys, what's this fire doing in the street?
It's okay, Sheriff. We're keeping an eye on it.
Well, no need to blow a fuse. Have a nice day.
It's raining.
Curses. But I'm not foiled yet. I have another plan to get the gold. Now, where's that Sheriff Beans?
But it was you. Come on now, scoop. I say scoop, boys. I want you out of town by 12 noon.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Because it's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Dang, now, but I can't get the hang of this sheriff business.
Have you ever thought of working abroad, Beans? Now, come with me. I have a plan.
Honest Injun?
How did you know?
Well, I don't know. I guess it was just a lucky guess. My mother always said I was a lucky guesser.
OK, then. There's this terrific double act, Park and Ride, Tommy Park and Bobby Ride. Or, if you don't like them, there's the comedy tandem act Daubin Watt. They'll pull the crowds in.
Serve that man, Harry.
No, I'm a teetotal, total. I don't drink.
Well, what are you doing in here?
I've come from a kid, boy. I said I've come from a boy, a kid boy. I'm looking for a boy.
No. I thought he said he didn't drink.
Hey, oh, there's the Can Girls.
All these things cost money, Harry.
You're all right. This town's so poor, the bank manager doesn't even have change of $1.
Change of $1? He doesn't even have a change of clothes.
And eventually they turned the chapel into a garden centre.
So that's been your secret.
Sheriff, these Kanawha Indians are the best trackers in the world. Ah, there's a brave now. What can you tell, my son?
3 white men, 2 women, 4 horses went this way.
Golly, how can you tell all that?
They just rode over me.
Beans! Weren't you with Custard at his last stand?
No, I was with the Prunes.
Prunes, a country and western band, if I remember correctly. Now, let us meet the chief of the Kanawhas. There's his teepee now. Ah, Beans, I want you to interpret for me. What did he say?
He said, "Hody he bob and bob and bob."
What do you think?
Liver salt.
I want to meet the chief of the Kanawhas.
We'll just go in through the door, thank you very much. Golly!
Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. Oh, hello, do sit down. Sorry I'm late. I've been over the hills and far away. I'm the chief of the Kanawhas, Chief Kitty to Kanawha. My wife will be down in a moment. She's just fixing her wigwam. Have you met my wife? No laughing matter?
Why, no laughing matter.
Have you ever seen her close to, Sherry?
Oh, yep. Nope.
Ah, I see you're admiring my books. Famous Indian battles, Victory at Wounded Knee, Close Run Thing at Tennis Elbow, Peace Pipe.
Oh, I'll have a piece.
Cheers. Now, what can I do for you?
How do you feel about attacking the saloon?
I'd have reservations.
Now listen. If you frighten everyone out of East Clintwood, I'll give you $32 and a bunch of beads.
Tell you what, give me Manhattan and we'll call it quits.
Done.
You just have been. Darling, I'm just popping out. Have you seen my cheddar keys?
Oi, that's the 73rd shot you owe me for, Squint Eyes. You've had your last.
I know you love me, Rick, but you mask your feelings so much.
Yep. And then, these jugglers on unicycles appear.
No, Harry. Face it, it's no good. The railroad will never come here because nothing ever happens in this town. Well, almost nothing.
Who will be brave enough to face the Indians and save the town? Is there a wedding march in the air for melody? Will Rick turn out to be the fastest drawer in the West? Don't miss next week's expensive episode of Ricochet.
Brilliant. Right, gang. What did the 3 deaf cowboys say?
Dunno.
We 3 must get ears.
We must get it.
You scoundrel! Yaha! Yaha!
Yes, come on! Behind you! Ah, no!
Don't you watch your ankle?
Wow! I shall get you, D'Artagnan! Death! And come to your death, Wait a minute, we're supposed to be on the same side.
You fool!
Go to death! I shall finish you off! Come here to your death!
Hazel, come back on this side of the fence, please.
I certainly will not come back. I'm enjoying myself, thank you.
I wonder if I might possibly have a few moments alone with my wife, please.
I'm sorry, hang on a minute. Are you being polite? Did you say please?
Must be the sword.
Even
scared.
Yes, well, even when I say please, you have to make things difficult, don't you? Can you just shut up and leave me alone with my wife?
Come on, Gandhi. Come on, return.
I refuse to speak to you over the garden fence, Martin. If you want to say something, come on through. Oh. Well, I'm glad you've at last decided. You're going to tell me what's been going on?
Well, Hazel, you know that I've been going to work, as usual, every day this week.
Yes.
Well, I haven't actually been going to the office.
Where have you been going?
Well, to the park, mostly. And
The park?
Yes, and the library.
What have you been going to the library for?
Well, that's my secret, you see.
Look, Martin, take a deep breath and spit it out.
Well, you see, it's like this. I've lost my job.
Oh, Martin.
Come out for any reason, I'll go.
Okay.
That's the second
Scarcer, you're on the... We're not actually using surnames, are we, here? Are we using
No,
surnames?
no. Is that last one Naomi?
Naomi. Good luck with it.
Hello? Do we have any level on the telephone? Hello?
Hello.
Hey you! Hey you!
So Martin spilled the beans at last. Come clean. His past misdemeanours can be seen as, well, understandable. And so next door, it's all kiss and makeup. And talking of makeup, in the loo back here at 73, Neil, the phantom squiggler, is cartooning on the phone. Let's go and see.
Brilliant. Thanks for calling then, Nick. Ta-ra, mate. Easy, that one.
Roland Red.
It's not that voice, is it? It's
Hey, Roland Red, superstar.
Excuse me. Hello, who's that?
Robert Smith.
Hello, Robert Smith. Where are you from, mate?
I'm from Bristol.
From Bristol. Right, well, I'm going to give you about a minute to try and guess who this is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to flush the loo, and that takes about a minute to flush. So that's your marker, okay? So you've got about a minute to guess who this is, starting from now. Right, I'll just put the top piece on. Actually, you might even be able to get this from this. Gives you a bit of a clue. This is a very famous person at the moment. And they're a young person, I'll give you that as a clue. Any ideas yet?
No.
No. How's about if I do this? Watch this. Any ideas yet?
Boy George?
Brilliant! Tell you what, I'll just finish it off for you. Hey, that was good. How did you get that?
Well, the hair on the end.
Yeah.
Kind of curly hair.
I'll tell you what, you know, I'll let you into a secret. I'm glad you got that one, because I'm taking my art exams pretty soon, and I need a bit of confidence, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, do you do any drawing yourself?
Yes, I enjoy drawing.
Do you like Boy George?
Not much.
No, right. What sort of music are you into?
I like Michael Jackson.
Oh, do you? I like Michael Jackson as well. He's had loads of hits off that new album, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Look at all this, all the charcoal's falling down the drawing. How's that? What do you think? Time's up.
Good.
What do you think? Good one?
Good.
Cheers. Thanks for calling, mate. I'll send this to you, actually. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, bye-bye.
Not bad, eh? Could be a bit better, maybe a bit more hair. Hello, who's that?
Hello?
Hello, who's that?
Lorraine.
Hello, Lorraine, where are you from?
London.
Where?
London.
Oh, London. Right, well, I'm going to give you about a minute to guess this one, so it's the old loo flush again. Instead of beat the clock, it's beat the loo. OK? 1 minute to guess who this is, starting from now. Right, hair, bit of hair at the top, with a little shiny bit in the middle. I can hardly see what I'm doing here. I'm covered in charcoal, do you know? Now, there's a bit of a clue for you. Have you any idea?
No.
I'll give you another clue. Try that one. And maybe the shape of the face. And maybe that. Any ideas yet?
No.
No? Right. OK, let's try this. More face in here. Now, I'll put the teeth in. You might be able to get this off the teeth, actually. Because they're really big teeth. And the neck. Any ideas yet?
No.
Right. OK, you can ask me some questions, you know. I'm not saying I'll answer them, but Any ideas yet? No. I hope you get this. Any ideas? Time's up.
Prince Charles.
Prince Charles, I'll give you that one. Tell you what, I'll finish it off and I'll send it to you. Okay? Thanks for calling. Ta-ra now.
Bye.
Get no time for revision in this place. Who's that?
Naomi's son.
Hello, Naomi. Where are you from?
Winchester.
OK, see if you can get this one. I'll give you about a minute, starting from Lou. Right, now, this person has got rather a large hooter. Very famous. I'll give you a clue. She...
Is it Maggie Thatcher?
How on earth did you know that? How did you guess that?
Because of her name.
Right, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll finish that one of Maggie off for you, and I'll send it to you, OK? Thanks for calling, then. Ta-ra.
Bye-bye.
Right, I tell you what, I'll do one for you. See if you can guess who this is. Now, this person has got big, floppy ears, a big nose, and sad eyes. Hey? No, it's not Prince Charles again. Guess who?
That is a fantastic makeup tracker. How'd they get all those lines on your face like that? Go on, go off and track something. Away you go. So, how are you getting on with the competition?
Well, I'm stuck on number 15.
Which one's that?
Well, it says, what should you advise a young child is the most important thing to remember if a stranger offers you a lift home from school?
Yeah.
A, never go with strangers. B, tell their parents afterwards. Or C, note the number of the car and describe the man or woman inside it.
Yeah, well, you notice there, they're saying, what is the most important thing to do? And as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing is never, ever, under any circumstances, go with strangers. Whatever excuses they give and whichever way they try and persuade you to go, never, ever go with them. I mean, they might say to you, would you like some sweets? Or maybe they'll say, Mum is ill and she sent me to bring you from school and things like that. I mean, supposing a man came up to you and said, can you help me find my little dog somewhere? Or my little girl's got lost. Will you help me find my little girl? What would you do?
I'd say no.
I'd say no.
Would you?
Yeah.
Even now, because on Police 5, we've had lots of cases, you know, where youngsters have gone with people because they've persuaded them to do that. And you've got the other thing, too, about strangers calling at the door. Have you got any old folk who live near you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Have you? Because they're the ones that really suffer from this. These con men, they go round, they find a house where there's an old person living on their own. And then they say, oh, I'm from the electricity board. Or we've got two in the Midlands at the moment saying they're policemen and they're investigating burglaries. So you have a word. We were talking about good neighbours last week, weren't we? Yeah. You have a word with all the old folk and make sure you look after them.
What would happen if a man did get in there and an old person realised...
Well, the big thing is to say to all the old people, when in doubt, keep them out. That's the way to do it.
So what have you been doing, Sherlock?
Well, don't call me Sherlock. How many more times? I've been helping Roger with some books, you know, up in the bookroom upstairs there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what's the bookroom for anyway?
Well, I use it for books, really. It's not the real Shaw Taylor.
It is the Shaw Taylor.
We're getting on quite well with this.
Have you finished? Because all the entries have got to be in 31st of May.
Well, in fact, it's been extended now a week because we've had so many in to the 7th of June. Yeah, 7th of June.
So if you haven't had a chance to enter the competition, you've got a week to do it, is that right?
That's right.
Now,
Yeah,
what are the
7th of
main
June.
prizes for those who haven't entered
Well,
yet?
the main prizes, of course, is a trip to America. British Airways are flying a fantastic prize trip. You know, they're going over for a week, helicopter trip, and they're really seeing the Big Apple, yeah.
That's not the only prize.
That's right, no, it isn't. In fact, the listening bank are giving £4,000 cash, you know, to a lot of kids. £4,000.
I still want to go in for it.
I could do that for my roof, really.
That's right. But, anyway, if there's a lot of kids who've actually finished these off, you know, and they want to enter the competition, they've got to send them in.
Right, so if you've either finished your entry already and want to send it in, or you haven't got an entry yet, you better be quick. And the address to write to is Supersleuth Competition, Midland Bank, Sheffield, P.O. Box 2, S1 3GG. Get right.
Ethel!
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what?
You've had a great idea.
Yeah. What's this?
Yeah. Car.
Yeah?
Tune. Cartoon. Yeah. Ram. Jet. Cartoon Ramjet. You're going to show a Roadrunner cartoon.
No, cartoon of Roger Ramjet.
I didn't think it was very clear, was it?
Quite like it.
for his adventures. Just be sure and stay tuned to this station. So come and join us, all you kids, for lots of fun and laughter. As Roger Ramjet and his men get all the crooks they're after. Roger Ramjet, he's our man, hero of our nation. For his adventures, just be sure and stay tuned to this station.
As this bewhiskered episode begins, we hear a newspaper boy shouting the news of a terrible crime wave which is plaguing the city.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Cat burglar strikes again. Police are baffled.
And at American Eagle headquarters, we hear Roger Ramjet say,
Rats.
Did you say rats, Roger?
Yes, but I really meant cats. Confound it, the police called me in to help on this case, and I haven't found a single clue yet.
Which case is that, Roger?
The case of the cat burglar.
You mean somebody's burgling cats?
Exactly, and people are getting pretty tired of having their cats burgled.
I don't imagine the cats like it much either.
Yes, boys and girls, kitties were disappearing like chili con carne at a White House breakfast.
My foo-foo has been stolen.
Hello? Oh, yes, Chief. What? That's terrible.
Another catnapping, Roger?
Yes, and this time they got Mrs. Wellington Diefendorfer's foo-foo. One of the most expensive cats in the country. The catnappers left a ransom note asking for $10,000.
That's a lot of money for a foo-foo.
Say, Roger, why don't we set a trap for the cat burglar? Just tell Mrs. Dorfendiefer.
No, that's Diefendorfer.
All right. Tell that lady to agree to pay the ransom. Then when the catnapper comes to pick it up, we'll grab him.
Brilliant idea, my boy. Exactly what I had in mind.
I said it first.
And so the trap was set. $10,000 in small bills was placed in an alley near the Diefendorfer mansion. Then the police, Roger, and the American Eagles waited.
See anything, Roger?
Not yet, but don't worry. We have both ends of the alley blocked. He'll never get away.
What's that, Roger? I thought I saw something.
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a cat.
A cat? What's he doing?
Let's see. Oh, he's walking over to the ransom money. Now he's picking it up in his mouth. And now he's stealing it. Stop, you pilfering pussycat!
Roger, did you see what we saw?
Yes, but I still don't believe it. That cat burglar is a real cat.
That cat must be working for somebody. But who?
But who else? Noodles Romanoff, of course, and his band of no-goods, that's who!
I have a plan. First, we have to plant a fake story in the newspapers, and then...
The next day, at the secret hideout of Noodles Romanoff...
Boys, this is the break we've been waiting for. The world's richest man, the Sheik of Lampakia, is in town, and he's got his favorite cat with him. We ought to be able to get $1 million for this one. Think you can handle it, Marvin?
And later that night...
I hope this disguise will fool the catnapper into kidnapping me. I'd better try to make it look realistic. Meow.
Suddenly, a shadowy figure appeared on the roof.
Oh, hi there. I mean, meow there. I'm a talking cat.
And so Roger Ramjet got his wish. He had been catnapped and taken to the hideout of Noodles and the No-Goods.
Good work, Marv, baby. Say, what an ugly-looking cat. He looks more like a retarded lion.
And you look like a man who's going to spend some time behind bars, Romanoff. I might have known you were behind this dastardly plot.
It's Ramjet. Get him, boys.
I'm through pussyfooting around with you crooks. One of these proton energy pills will turn me from a mild-mannered kitten into a real tiger. Have you had enough?
Right. Stop it. We quit. We get out.
And so once more, Roger Ramjet had solved a crime and was recognized as a hero by everyone. Everyone, that is, but Bark, the American Eagle Squadron's faithful old dog. Bark, bark, bark.
Help! It's me, Bark! Stop it, you stupid dog!
Like it.
I've got a Roger Ramjet poem here.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
It
what
goes,
is that?
my name is Roger Ramjet. I'm the hero of my town. For when there's any baddies, I'll make them look like a clown.
Everybody's gone poem mad. I blame it on Roger. Do you want to hear my poem?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to write a poem, but I'm not much of a bard, so I think I'll stick to fencing out here in the yard, eh? Woo! Hey, I've got this great poem. Do you want to hear?
Oh, Ethel.
What?
Martin's finally told me what the trouble is.
Oh, what's the matter, Hazel?
He's lost his job.
Oh, no. When?
Last week. Thing is, he's been pretending he's been going into the office every morning. Instead, he's been sitting in the park at the library. Can you imagine?
Are you upset about it?
Well, I am. It's come as a bit of a shock, love.
But you shouldn't be. Did you like him going off to that job?
Well, no,
It was boring,
really.
wasn't it? Did you ever think he was going to leave that job?
No, I thought he'd be there for life.
Well, this is it. You see, this is your chance for a fresh start, Hazel. You've got to be positive about it. Have you got any money put by?
We've got a bit, yes.
That's your answer. Blow the lot.
Really?
What he needs is confidence. The way to get confidence is to go on holiday, rebuild it. He'll be a new man when he comes back.
You're right.
You want to go on something outrageous like East African safari.
Oh, I think that might be a bit too hot for him, love. His head blisters when
Oh, well, something abroad. What could you do?
We could have a second honeymoon.
Yes.
We could go to the Isle of Man again.
That's abroad. That's a great idea.
Oh,
that's what
Ethel,
you
thanks.
Hazel.
Go to it. Go on.
I will.
Hazel,
Yes, love.
I've got a bit of a surprise.
Have you?
Just, well, you know we got a bit of money put away.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think we ought to go and spend it all on a
Blow it
holiday. On a holiday,
What,
yes.
a safari?
Well, I thought maybe something outrageous like that, but you know how it makes my head blister, so
Yes.
I thought maybe instead we could have a second honeymoon in the Isle of Man.
Oh, Martin, you do have the best ideas.
Oh, I love a happy ending. It'll be curtains for me if Fred doesn't get that cup of tea. Just listen now. There's no poetry. There's no kids. There's no drums. I lied about the drums.
Don't go where the scarecrows are. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go where the scarecrows are. Don't go. Don't go. The scarecrow is a scary crow who guards a private patch, waiting for a trespassing little girl to snatch. Spitting soil into her mouth, his twiggy fingers scratch, pulls her down onto the ground, a circling birdie's watch. Drags her to his hidey hole and opens up the hatch, throws her to the crawlies, then double locks the latch. Scarecrow is a scary crow who always out to catch juicy bits of compost to feed his cabbage patch. So don't go where the scarecrows are, don't go there, don't go there, don't go where the scarecrows are, don't go, don't go. Don't go where the scarecrows are, don't go there, don't go there, don't go where the scarecrows are, don't go.
Wow, that's quite spooky. He seems to be influencing everybody. Fred will never get that tea. There's only one way to get peace and quiet in this household. There we go.
Hey, you!
Oh,
Hey, you!
look what...
So your opening positions, 45 seconds.
How's it for you, dear?
Who takes the dialogue? It is... Thank you, Fred. A bit closer to Neil. Right. Quiet, please. Absolutely no talking, and stop the moving around, please. In.
did, for posing like this at your art college?
Yeah, of course they do. But there's one big difference.
Oh, what's that?
They do it with no clothes on.
Did you get a grant for that?
Yeah, but we don't get too much. I mean, that's why I can only afford to live in a caravan down the road.
Let's have a look then, come on.
What do you think?
Oh, it's very good, isn't it? Who is it?
Roger McGough.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm kidding, it's very... You shouldn't have any trouble with your exams. I reckon you'd be quite a good art teacher.
Yeah, I don't know whether I fancy being a teacher, you know.
Oh.
I'd sort of like to do something more glamorous, you know?
Yeah, like what?
You know, like one of those guys that goes on the telly and does the funny, quick drawings,
Yeah.
like Rolf Harris.
No, you could never be like Rolf Harris.
Why not?
Well, he's Australian, you see. Every time you've done a drawing, you'd have to go, I've done a little drawing here for you, Sheila. I'll say, I've done a little bit of drawing for you.
I suppose I better go and practice then, hadn't I?
Yeah.
Done a little drawing here for you, Sheila. Done a little drawing here for you.
He takes things so literally. Got a little cup of tea here for you, Fred. I'll say, Fred, I've got a little bit of a cup of tea. I do not believe this morning.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Simon.
Oh, thank you very much.
Goodness sake. Take that off.
These things are really so sweaty. Hi.
Simon Bates, disc jockey, seen him on top of the pops.
Oh.
Drinking my tea. Actually, it's Fred's tea you're drinking.
Oh, well, never mind.
What have you brought me?
I tell you what you haven't talked about today is that.
Oh.
Guess what's on that?
I don't know. We'll have a look. shall
What
we?
is on that
I've
is
got the chicken in here.
drag racing,
Yes.
which
right.
is just terrific. It's happening at Santa Pod on Monday, but it happens all over as far as Europe is concerned, and of course America as well.
And you're
this
involved in it?
video, oh yeah, it's terrific. This video will show you a little bit about it. What it really is, if you look at the video, it's fast. And we're talking about cars that are going 250 miles an hour. They go down a quarter-mile track, as you can see, which looks a little like an old aerodrome.
Yeah.
And you can see that that car is going so fast that what it needs to stop it at the end of the quarter mile is a parachute. I mean, you're talking about really fast.
So what kind of a race, is he talking about the race lasting how long?
Well, the race really could last from as long as 5 seconds to as long as 7 seconds.
Look at the guy crawling out there.
Yeah, he's a bit worried, I think. Now, you can see what happens in slow motion there, because it really is one of the most exciting things, because it builds up to a climax. What you look at is you look at the guys getting ready with the cars, and then they take off, and they go like a stick. Is it?
I think so. What's that going on?
What it's doing is a burn up there, I have an idea, yeah. That's basically... Of course, they run on special fuel,
Yeah.
and they run so fast, you can see this guy actually has to wear protective clothing while he's inside.
What's the mask for? Is that to protect him?
To help him breathe.
Wow.
Simple as that.
What's he
This is a
doing
burn.
there?
He's putting some fuel basically on the track
Yeah.
so that the car can put rubber onto the track so it actually has something to start from. Because you can imagine, when you're accelerating up to about 250 miles an hour, you accelerate fast. And there you go again, once it's slowing down.
What is that? What's the difference between those long, thin, needly ones and the other kind?
Well, the funny cars are the ones we were looking at earlier on. Those are fiberglass bodies over ordinary cars, and they don't go quite as fast as the needles, the really pointed ones, because everything with the needles is to go fast, and that's the whole idea of the sport.
Which kind do you drive?
Well, to be honest with you, not that fast. I only go about 100 miles an hour in a Trans Am. That's what I'm driving against a guy called John Price, who is notorious for cheating on Monday. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, sounds like me and my Morris Minor down the motorway. That's great stuff. Listen, you're into other kinds of racing as well, aren't you?
Yeah, well, not racing, really, but I've brought these to show you.
Great,
So I thought they're quite pretty. That is one of our new foals this year.
Oh, look.
Isn't that sweet?
Oh, who's that? Who's that?
That's Caroline, that's my wife.
Oh, yes, do send her my love, won't you?
All right, will
yes,
do.
And the little foal.
And that's the little foal, which was born earlier this year. And that's me looking fat as usual.
No, not at all, Sam. I think you look very distinguished in your wellies.
Thank you.
What's
And
this one here?
that's Alec.
Yes.
Really,
Which one is
Alec's
Alec?
body isn't the most beautiful, but his head's great.
Is he lovely?
Prettier than mine, isn't it?
Wow. And do you have much time for your horses?
As much as I can. 5 o'clock this morning, while you were in your bed thinking, oh, I must get down to TVS and do this programme, I was working.
Really? What are you doing?
Well, mucking out, can I say that?
Yeah, I think you can, just the once. I shouldn't mention it again. I think people will be offended.
OK.
Look, I wanted to ask you, supposing you were on Desert Island Discs. I mean, it's unlikely that they're going to ask you, but supposing you were.
Yeah.
You play music all the time.
Mhm.
Are you told what to play, or is any of it what you want to play?
No, we play what we want to play because it wouldn't be fair otherwise, which is why I play pop, because that's what I like.
Yeah.
But there's one thing I really do want.
Yeah.
I mean, more than anything.
Oh, really? What's your favourite
I mean,
singer?
forget
is it?
Boy George.
Yeah,
We were
yes.
talking about Boy George
Yes,
earlier on.
yes.
I want that sting of the sandwich quiz.
Yes, I've been thinking of releasing it as an LP, actually. It's probably ridiculous. If I could... Now, what would you take? If you were to go on the desert island, what records would you take with
Rock
you?
and roll, I think. It would
Just
have to be
rock?
The Who and stuff like that.
Yeah?
Loud and vulgar. I'd deafen every bird within 20 miles of the desert island.
I'm reminded not to go on a neighbouring island, I think.
Or a cruise.
Yeah, right. Could you do me a favour?
Yes.
Fred has been waiting all morning for a cup of tea. Could you take that up to him,
Can't
please?
tell you that. It's cold, woman.
Listen, he'll be relieved. It'll be a relief to him to
All
get
right,
anything
I'll
at
take
all.
it.
Thanks
See you
a lot.
later.
Yeah, see you later, Simon.
Mr. Bates. I like that.
No, Simon to you.
Ethel, Martin's got something to say to you.
Oh, yes, yes.
Miss Davis.
Mr. Edwards.
Sorry. Call me Martin.
Oh, right you are, Mart.
I just want to say that I'm very sorry for all our disagreements this morning.
Oh, isn't it? I'm sorry too.
But you must admit a lot of it's your fault.
Martin.
Sorry, Hazel. We're going on holiday, and I wonder if you'd be willing to help out.
Oh, I'd love to come. That's splendid.
No. I wonder if you'd be willing to look after the house and feed the chickens.
Oh, yeah, but I can't do it at the moment because I'm just about to do the sandwich quiz.
Oh, we'd love to stay for lunch.
Oh, yes, delighted.
Yes. Well, I don't know. At least that's turned out all right. Oh, hi, fellas. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
I'm not sure which way to hold this up, to be honest.
Yes,
That's the right way.
So, the daring, dazzling, death-defyingly dull, devastatingly dangerous, delectable, delicatessen-able, divinely decadent sandwich quiz. Okay, welcome along to another exciting edition of the sandwich quiz. Could I have your name, please?
My name is Nana.
Nana, where do you come from, Nana?
I come from Ghana.
Oh, Nana from Ghana. How delightful. Okay, can I have your name, please?
Simon.
Where do you come from, Simon?
Just round the corner.
Simon from just round the corner and Nana from Ghana. Oh, never mind there. Okay, grab your knives. Here we go for the bread and butter section. I hope you're going to play this at home. Keep those ears open. Take your knife there, Nana. Yes. Now, what I want you to do, bread and butter question. Either of you can answer. If you think you know the answer, bash the hilt of your knife on the tabletop there and give me the answer, okay? You ready? Very tense here, okay? No helping from the audience on the bread and butter section. Here we go. What year was it? Two things happened. The Royals went to a lot of parties, and Paul McCartney sailed to #1 with Mull of Kintyre.
1977.
1977. Should have been now.
Sorry,
Okay,
1977.
that's absolutely right. Don't worry, Nana. You can catch up in a minute. Okay, so there's your first bread and butter thing. Just stick that neatly on your plate there. That's the first round to Simon Bates. Now, you've got a choice here. You can go for sweet, savoury, or very strange filling.
Savoury, please.
Savoury. Okay, we've got a savoury question in here. Now then, we've got dates for Bates. Isn't that clever, eh? Oh, yes, we're getting a little bit of poetry here today. Here's a question only Simon can answer. You've got to stay still, Nana, but you'll get a chance to catch up in a moment. I hope you're going to answer this one at home. Is Watership Down a book about ships, lakes, or animals?
Animals.
Absolutely right. What kind of animals do you know what they are?
Rabbits.
They're rabbits. Okay. There we go. You go for a cake of bread. That's it. Now, you can have another piece of bread. That's a bread and butter question. There you go. Make a sandwich on there. Got to answer it quickly because if I ask the next question before you finished it, you can't get to answer.
Right.
Okay. Here we go, Nana. I know you're going to get a chance to catch up. If it's 11 years since 1973, how many years is it since 1873?
111.
That's supposed to make it up for you! That's my man. Okay, sweet, savoury, or very strange? Here's your bread and butter.
Very strange, please.
You want to go for very strange? Okay, here we've got the very strange, kind of fishy. It could be piranha. Piranha for Nana from Ghana. No, I don't think it is. Okay, I tell you what we'll do for the very first question. We'll say to you, what is it, Nana?
It is...
It's deeply unpleasant, I tell you that. That's all it is.
It's very strange.
Yes,
It's squid.
It's squid, absolutely correct. There you go. You've got a bit of a squid thing there. Now we move on to bread and butter. Here's your chance. We've got 2 rounds each. It's getting very tense and very exciting. Make your sandwich very quickly then. I shouldn't eat it if I was you. You want to last to the end of the competition.
Keep talking.
Okay, here we go. Bread and butter question. Either of you can answer. If you were the squid's fighting back here. If you were doing as the Romans do, what city would you be in?
Rome.
Got to bang it out!
Rome!
I'm sorry, you just pictured the post there by playing the rules correctly. So, that's a bread and butter one to you, sweet, savoury, or very strange?
This time, please,
okay, we're going to go for a bit of jam. There we go. Here's a sweet question for you. Right, who was born a Schickelgruber? Right, this can't be right. Who was born a Schickelgruber, but later changed his name to something shorter?
I know
Can I give you a clue? Adolf is the clue.
Hitler.
Adolf.
Hitler.
Hitler! Simon bravely there. I think give a little assistance. Very nice, Adolf. Hitler, absolutely right. Should have said a Schickelgruber as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so that's your sweet question.
Savoury, please.
No, you said sweet. I'm sorry. So you've got to make a jam sandwich. No
He's
joking.
arguing.
I think he's trying to get me in a bit of a jam. Okay, I'm sticky. I'm covered in stuff. Okay, bread and butter. Here's your chance to catch up, Simon.
Thank you, sir.
You enjoying this?
I am,
Okay.
yes.
Did Thor Heyerdahl, saying that out there, Thor Heyerdahl for all our Scandinavian friends, cross the Pacific on a raft called Ron-Tiki or Kon-Tiki?
Kon-Tiki.
Kon-Tiki, absolutely correct. Everybody knows Ron-Tiki runs the local ironmongers. Okay, so there's your bread and butter question. Sweet, savoury, or very strange?
Sweet, please.
Okay, we're going to go for a little bit of a jam. Take them out of my golden syrup tin. I hope you're playing this at home. It's getting very exciting and certainly very sticky. Here's your question. In AD 79, life in Pompeii was disrupted. What was it disrupted by?
Eruption of Mount Vesuvius.
Oh, eh? Very brilliant indeed. Not just good at spinning the disc, spinning his mind around there very quickly indeed. Sweet sandwich you're going to go for. I'm running out of words in a minute.
I don't know how you do
I don't know either. I'm very hot after my offensive. Okay, bread and butter question. Either of you can answer. Here we go. Do ducks, this is a very serious question for animal lovers, do ducks say quack, oink, or bar? Yes.
Quack.
They do, absolutely right. Unless, of course, they're French ducks, in which case they go quick, 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 quick. So there's your bread and butter question. You're going to get a sweet, savoury, or very strange indeed.
I'll go for very strange.
Okay, yes, we're going once more for the squid here, so this is tremendously exciting. I've got the wrong questions. There we go. All right, let's see. What is the nearest edible vegetable to squid in the dictionary? Inexplicable question. Have a guess. What do you think is the nearest one?
Very close.
It's squash, in fact. Why would you know that? I have no idea. Let's have a count up. How many rounds have you got there? Let's have a count up.
1, 2.
I'm afraid that signals we've got to move on to part 2, which is... Current affairs! Absolutely right. We're moving to current affairs. How many did you have, Simon?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 there.
I have 4 as well.
4 and 4. My goodness, what a tense moment
war.
to go in. It's war. It's a bit of drag racing going on here. Okay, here's your current affairs questions. I hope you've been reading your tabloids at home. Right. Which country will be sending officials to the Olympics but no contestants?
Russia.
Absolutely correct, the Russians. So there's some bread and butter and a few currants for you for your current affairs questions.
Thank
Very
you.
well here, isn't it? Okay, so it's 5-4. Nana, you're going to have to catch up. I hope you know the answer to the next one. On her way back from the state visit to Germany this week, the Queen stopped off to collect something. What was it?
Dogs.
Yes. The dogs, the corgis, that's absolutely correct. Yes, you could have said, got to stop off to collect her pension, but it's not so. So, what we're going to do is... No, it's the Queen Mother, I should say. God bless you, Your Majesty. What we're going to do is you can have another sandwich there, Simon, if somebody can find me a picture of Her Majesty with her corgis in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, what do we got? Picture there. That's another sandwich to you, Simon.
Thank you.
That's great stuff. Okay, Nana, here's your chance to catch up. Some famous diaries have turned up in London this week. Whose diaries would they be?
Diaries.
Diaries. You can't. What is it, Roger? If you know the answer. Yes, it's right. It's Che Guevara, but I'm sorry, it's not right sandwich. Okay, here's another one. Which famous American evangelist? Hey, no, disgraceful.
Sorry.
Which famous American evangelist is currently crusading in Britain? Yes.
Louis Polaris.
He is, but he's not the American. Who is the
Billy
American?
Graham.
Billy Graham.
I'm sorry. Which one? I think we'll give half a sandwich.
No, he had it. He had it.
Absolutely, none of it.
Absolutely, he had it.
There's a question for you. There's your sandwich. Okay, and a few currants here. A little bit of a current affairs question there. Right, okay. Why is a dog named Carl, who was stolen earlier this week, so special?
A dog
Have you
named
got a dog
Carl?
named Carl? Anybody
Oh,
read about
because
that?
he's a blind...
He's a guide dog.
Guide
That's
dog.
absolutely correct.
Blind dog.
Not going up a bit of a blind alley there, but I think absolutely right. He's a guide dog and he's been found. Okay, and there we go. How many we got now? It's getting very tense, isn't it? Quickly now.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7? 6, 7. Oh, we're going quite tense. Oh, sorry about that, Nana. Just pipped you at the post with 7 sandwiches. We move on to fast food, but it's not too late for... I'm going to put your very nice photographs away here, I think, Simon. Otherwise we'll lose. It's not too late for you to stop Simon from winning the famous golden loaf. What I have here is a jigsaw puzzle of the perfect ham sandwich. What I want you to do is I'm going to spill it out like that. I want you, in the time it takes Simon to answer 3 questions correctly in fast food, to put that together to stop him winning the famous prize of the golden loaf. You're going to want to take this home, Simon. Okay, and starting from now, I'm going to describe some foods to you. I want you to tell me what they are.
Right.
It's an Italian thing, but it's got a kind of spinachy thing. Spinach colour to it. It's
Spaghetti?
Well, what colour spaghetti would it be if it's got a spinachy colour to it? It's
Green.
Green spaghetti, absolutely right. Okay, it was named after a famous opera singer. It's got a fruit in it. It's a dessert.
Melba.
What kind?
Peach Melba.
Peach Melba, absolutely correct. Okay, you pour it over puddings and it
Custard.
comes to custard tarts. Absolutely right. Oh, how did you do there, Nana? Not bad. A little bit of ham put together, but that is, I'm afraid.
How can you do it when you're wearing a frock? You can't
Right,
expect the
that's
guy to...
I'm vegetarian.
Oh, you put the ham together. Very good. Well, there's a vegetarian loaf for you as our consolation winner. Nana from Ghana. Okay, and that makes Simon Bates this week's Sandwich Quiz winner. Here it goes. Against the finely dull, devastatingly dangerous, flexible, delicatessable, divinely decadent Sandwich Quiz.
Right, the holiday starts here. Let's go boogie with the band.
Yeah, come on, everybody. All right, here we go. Get the sandwiches in.